You're offered a high-paying job with incredible perks, but it requires you to relocate to a city with an astronomical cost of living. Do you chase the lucrative career and potentially struggle with expenses, or do you stay in your current location with lower income but higher financial stability? Now, hold up. Before you make the informed decision of packing your bags and moving to another city, let me tell you this, teens, this confusing dance between dreams and reality, ambition and budget is your welcome mat to adulthood. Welcome to the real world, teens, where money talks. And if you don't speak its language, it will leave you broke, stressed, and questioning your life choices. But here's the good news. You can learn to speak this language fluently when you understand the term financial literacy. No, financial literacy is not some dusty textbook spell. It's a superpower you can unlock with little efforts and a lot of curiosity. Now I know what you're thinking. Me, finance, that's as boring as watching paint dry on a rainy day. But trust me, understanding money is mastering the game of life. Studies show that financially literate teens are 54% more likely to reach their saving goals and 48% less likely to incur debt in their early 20s. Translating into real-world speech, it's the difference between enjoying the luxury of your very first apartment, hello privacy, or staying with your parents and a pet because rent is a 4-letter word that sends shivers down your spine. So firstly, let's begin to demystify financial literacy. Financial literacy is not about becoming an overnight stock market expert or mastering the complex economic theories. At its very core, financial literacy is about understanding money, to save, earn, and spend it wisely, to make money work for you. As teens, we are the architects of a financial future. Any decisions we make, whether big or small, will reverberate throughout our lives. Imagine having the confidence to manage money wisely, avoiding the pitfalls of debt, and building a foundation of financial successes. This is the power of financial literacy. The call for financial literacy in the early stages of education is not just a moral imperative, but also a pragmatic need. Remember Maslow's pyramid? Yeah, the one where food and shelter sit pretty at the bottom. Time for a financial upgrade, challenging the traditional lens through which we view Maslow's hierarchy of needs in today's rapidly changing world. Maslow's hierarchy has been the cornerstone of our psychology, but we must also acknowledge the fact that the human needs and its landscape has been ever so changing. At the very base of the pyramid, we find physiological needs, the essentials to survival. But let me tell you this, in today's world, financial stability and financial freedom play a pivotal role in helping meet those basic needs. Envision a young mind equipped with the knowledge of budgeting, financing, and saving. These are the building blocks to a secure foundation. Next up, we have safety needs. Traditional interpretations focused on physical safety, but today's individual grapple with the involatility of job markets, investment intricacies, and also consequences of financial instability. In this case, financial freedom and financial stability becomes not just a personal skill one would like to hone, but also a prerequisite into entering the real world and navigating through the complexities of life. Moving up the hierarchy, we find that financial literacy and social needs are now intertwined. Your ability to manage all the finances wisely can influence not only your relationships, but also your interactions within the community and your social score in the society. Next up in the hierarchy, we find that esteem needs have taken on a newer dimension. The concept of success and self-worth are often measured through financial milestones. The evolving definition of accomplishments includes not only personal but also financial ones. By bridging this gap between financial literacy and Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we are not just equipping ourselves with financial knowledge, but also with true self-actualization. In a world bombarded with consumerism, we might often mistake ourselves and the acquisition of material things to be genuine actualization. The illusionary sense of achievement of material things can lead to a cycle of unfulfilled desires which can hinder your personal growth. In this scenario, financial literacy becomes and gives you a reality check. It breaks your mirage of uncertainty. It helps you determine where and how to spend your money wisely. Now, this leads me to ask you a question. What exactly is stopping you from attaining true self-actualization? Since we've already embarked upon the journey of solving the pervasive issue of financial literacy in teens, in the next few minutes, I would like to provide you with a blueprint that offers solutions to empower the youth of today with the required financial literacy knowledge. First up, I believe that there's a need for a fundamental shift in our education system. Let's organize and let's collaborate with educators so that we can develop engaging lesson plans that makes sure that financial literacy is integrated in the early stages of education. Next, I firmly believe that doing by learning is a powerful concept. Let's collaborate with professionals to create immersive experiences that simulate real-world financial scenarios that makes learning not only informative but also engaging and enjoyable. Remember, holistic development involves not only kids but also their support system, parents. Facilitate workshops and extracurricular activities for parents so that they know how to support their kids in this journey of financial literacy. Money has become the foundation in this blueprint. This blueprint is not just a plan, it's a call to action. It's a redefinition of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Money has become the brick and mortar on which our dreams are built upon. Sure, food and shelter still matter, but financial stability and freedom helps you climb past those basic needs to the good stuff like travel, education, the freedom to pursue your passion, and the occasional indulgence of croissants. As Mark Twain said, the lack of money is the root of all evil. I'd like to propose an amendment here. Not the lack of money, but the lack of understanding of it. Today, I urge you to take the first step. Save, spend, budget wisely. Not just for yourself, but also for the future generations. So that they know that financial literacy is not just a skill, but also a birthright. Today, I urge you to change the narrative and rewrite it. And say, the real world may talk money, but I for one sure know how to talk back. Thank you.